What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome to Collectors Gone Digital. My name is Josh, and on today's episode, we're going to be covering VeVe's new partnership announcement with a company called Multiverse Clothing. Now, this announcement is going to be in collaboration with a studio called Kartoon Studios. We have covered them on the channel in the past. They actually own the rights to the Stan Lee name, and they are responsible for the Stan Lee collectibles that dropped on the platform. So we're going to be covering a little bit about them, Multiverse Clothing, as well as some more details around this partnership announcement and what we can expect to drop from what it sounds like this summer on VeVe. So without further ado, grab a drink, grab a snack, sit back, relax, and enjoy. So first up, just a little refresher for those who missed our full episode on Kartoon Studios. I will link that episode in the description down below. Now, they focus on creating children's entertainment content, and the studio is known for producing shows like Rainbow Rangers, Stan Lee's Superhero Kindergarten, and Thomas Edison's Secret Lab. Their aim is to develop engaging and educational content for young audiences. Now let's talk about the Multiverse Clothing Company. Who are they and what exactly do they do? So they were actually founded back in 2022. So they are new, and they partner with world-renowned IP companies to launch groundbreaking ways to monetize their IP in both the physical and digital realms. Now, their smart fashion uses graphic art related to superheroes, comic books, recording artists, animated characters, video game characters, and athletes. And the high-end line smart apparel has built-in utility so that humans and avatars can unlock experiences, access content, and do so much more, which we will talk about more in this episode. Now, on the left-hand side is going to be the categories they focus on here. So we have superheroes, comic books, manga, which we know is going to be coming to VeVe, cartoons, recording artists, brands, influencers, and gaming, which I believe I just read in that article, but those are the points on their website as well. Now, with regards to this partnership announcement, our community started to pick up on it when David actually posted it over on Instagram. In the announcement article, it says that these collections are going to feature never-before-seen artwork created by three of the most renowned contemporary pop culture artists, Rob Pryor, Burton Morris, and Punk Me Tender. Now, Pryor and Morris have both actually had a professional and personal relationship with Stan Lee, which has inspired their own creativity over the years. The Phygital collections we can expect are going to blend fine art with smart fashion and include special digital collectibles by VeVe. The limited edition apparel lines are going to come with Easter eggs that unlock various value adds for fans, okay? For anyone who doesn't know what an Easter egg is, those come from the gaming world. It's not a literal Easter egg. It's something that the devs or designers actually put into the, game, but I guess in this case, merch. It's intentionally hidden. So the users, or in this case, the owner, has to find out what that Easter egg is in order to be granted access to whatever that Easter egg grants access to. And in some cases, there's puzzles, riddles, things involved in order to solve what that Easter egg is. Now, on top of that point, they also add this one in the announcement article. The idea that a few lucky fans can find special Easter eggs in their apparel designs that allow them to win signed works of art by artists whose works have sold for tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars just makes these releases more extraordinary. So it sounds like these Easter eggs are going to grant access to limited edition signed work by one of these three artists, maybe all three, I don't know. And then I do also want to emphasize the fact that they said a few. So a few in my books is three people, and that would add up with the amount of artists involved in the project. Before we move on, I want to end this slide off with a quote. Stan was such an iconic trailblazer in his day that it seems fitting that once again he is paving the way by introducing a revolutionary way for fans to experience his world through fine art, fashion, and digital collectibles. And that comes from the co-founder of Multiverse Clothing Company. Now, speaking a little bit more on this company, on their very limited website, they talk about their company purpose. Now, skipping the first 2 points, which we've already addressed, they create stylish, authenticated, high-end line smart apparel with built-in utility for humans and avatars that allow fans to unlock experiences, access to special content, and more. As long as you have your smart apparel, you will have the key to unlock unlimited adventures. Now, we have no idea what those adventures are, but keep in mind, guys, they are using the word utility here. So you can't say they're not focusing on it. So next up, let's talk a little bit about their Phygitals here. They say the emergence of Web3 and near-field communication technologies have made it possible to securely authenticate and pair physical and digital products, sparking a Phygital revolution. Their smart apparel makes it very easy to seamlessly register as a unique owner using any cell phone. However, not all collections are going to be paired with a physical and digital twin, but many will have that option. Now, that's a point just explaining their company in general. But when it comes to VeVe, I would assume that for all their drops, there's a Phygital element to it. That's kind of the whole point behind the collaboration, right? But as for the art, I absolutely love it. Take the jacket on the right-hand side as an example. Probably not something I would wear on the outside of the jacket, but on the inside, absolutely. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what these three artists put together. And last but not least, heading over to their website, there is one thing I want to point out to you guys here. We're going to scroll down. This is their entire website, actually. It's just one landing page. But we get to a section right here that breaks down the elements of their clothing. Okay. So starting with the top point, quality fabric and fit. Cool. Hero on the inside, customized linings. So I'm assuming that's what the artists are creating. They focus on a subtle exterior, as mentioned before. Always connected. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Maybe to the blockchain. I don't know. News wallet. Probably blockchain related again. Resale again. Community and events. That might be exclusive access to certain events and things like that. So take this jacket on the right hand side as an example. If you're wearing it, then you have the ticket to get into the event. Now, moving on, they do actually point out the Easter egg on this piece. And what it sounds like is that there's going to be a spot on that art, on the inside of that piece of apparel, that you can scan for the rewards. It doesn't look like it's just some barcode. So it's an actual piece of the story, or the comic in this case. And it looks like you have to try and figure out exactly what it is. I love, love, love that. And then the last thing they highlight here is an NFC chip, or a near-field communication chip authenticator. And it looks like that's going to be in the zipper. So don't lose your damn zipper. You ever download the Google Authenticator app just to get into a platform and then accidentally delete the app? Well, I've done that more than once. And long story short, you can't get back into it. So probably not the same thing here, but and I'm more so just joking around. But yeah, don't lose your zipper. Ladies and gents, that's going to conclude today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. That is a full breakdown of the Multiverse Clothing Company and just a little refresher of Kartoon Studios. Again, our full episode for that will be linked down below. Now, I'm somebody who enjoys fashion. I'm sure you guys can probably tell by our store, but I think this is a fantastic move on VeVe's part. And we have actually done a video in the past talking about digital apparel and the possibilities with it. We highlighted Artifact, who's a company that was bought out by Nike. In fact, actually, in that video, we also talked about how Disney could digitize their pins, and now we have Disney Pinnacle. So I'm very glad that VeVe has taken this route, and it does sound like there's only going to be a few pieces to start off, but I hope we get to see a lot more in the future. If you guys enjoy the content, make sure to like and subscribe. Comment down below what you want to see in a future episode. As for next, I'll catch you then.